Welcome to the Mile High Sneakers channel, and in today's video I'm restoring this pair of playoff Jordan 8s. The uppers on these Jordans are quite dirty, but they also have embedded oil stains that are not visible. As a matter of fact, these playoff 8s came in the same pack that I ended up buying with the Bordeaux 7s that I restored in a previous video. One of the first issues with these shoes are the toe boxes. Both shoes have heavy creases, but that is to be expected with a shoe that is this worn. Now, the biggest issue with these shoes is the damaged nubuck. While it doesn't cover the entire shoe, the high wear areas such as the ankle collar have areas where the nubuck has completely been worn through. And to add on to the other issues that these shoes have, it is fair to say that the outsole has seen much better days. Just like the Jordan 7s, I ended up using hot water, sneaker cleaner, and a small amount of dish soap to clean the uppers. For the first session of cleaning on these shoes, I ended up using the soft bristle side on my brush. This was to ensure that it didn't end up damaging the nubuck any further. As I cleaned the shoes more and more, I ended up switching to a medium bristle brush to agitate the deeper dirt, stains, and most importantly, the oil smell that lingered within the shoe. With the last few sessions of cleaning, I alternated between using a medium bristle brush and a hard bristle brush. Thankfully, this gave the shoes that last little bit of deep cleaning that they needed. After God knows how many cleaning sessions, the uppers are looking much better. And finally, they don't smell like oil. The next issue to make headway on this pair of Jordan 8s is the torn nubuck. Since the Jordan 8 has a more complex design than the Jordan 7, I opted not to use the nubuck powder and sealer that I used in the previous video on the pair of Bordeaux 7s. So the solution that I came to is to use some black suede dye or acrylic fabric paint. Before I decide to go with the dye or paint, I'll use both on a small test patch. Now with the test spot drying, I'm going to go ahead and cut the frayed nubuck around the shoe. Hopefully this process will make the nubuck that needs fixing look a little closer to a factory finish, and also make the nubuck feel smooth and soft just like it came out of Jordan brand. With the test patch dried, I can go ahead and make a verdict on whether to use the dye or paint. While the paint looks a little bit closer to the original color of the nubuck, I worry that it might end up ruining the feel of the nubuck. So in the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and use the dye for now. If you've made it to this part of the video and have been enjoying it, it would be greatly appreciated if you went ahead and liked and subscribed, as this is the best way to help the Mile High Sneakers channel grow. And if you're interested in seeing some before and after photos of each restoration, you can go ahead and follow the MHS socials with the links in the description. After a few coats of dye, I've come to the conclusion that I will need to mix the dye and paint. While I'm happy with the coverage of the dye, my worry of the dye coming out with a brownish hue came true. while this isn't as obvious with artificial lighting, the brownish hue comes out a lot stronger with natural lighting. So after some testing of mixing the paint and dye, I think I found a mix that will work well. The area circled on screen is the area that I believe where I made a believable mix that ends up matching the natural color of the nubuck. Now for the mixing process. To be honest, I'm not 100% sure what the mixture ratio was. But for a general consensus for the mix, I found that the mixture should have a color that's a bit closer to what the paint is, but should still have a fluid-like consistency just like the dye. In the end, I ended up laying down maybe 3 or 5 coats of the dye mixture, but I honestly can't remember. With the uppers restored to a decent condition, I can finally move on to the last thing on the to-do list, which is to decrease the toe boxes. Luckily, this pair of Jordan 8s only took 3 sessions of decreasing, but that is quite common on nubuck shoes due to the soft nature of the nubuck.